guys, welcome back to another episode of Delusional Diaries Podcast. I'm Halley.
And I'm Jaz. And I'm just so grateful to spend 2 hours on this couch with my best friend today.
Yeah, we just recorded an episode before this.
And like, I'm not going to see you for a while.
I know that is true. Yeah.
It's like a little bit.
I know.
But it's not as long as it was when you were in Europe.
No, that was really long. That was like 13 days.
It like felt like a really long time. I was like, wow, like my best friend has passed away. That's how I felt basically.
That was such a good trip though. Sorry.
No, and I'm so glad you had fun. I knew you had fun. I didn't mean like that. I'm just like, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Today we're going to be reading some Am I the Asshole stories and giving you our opinions on them.
Yes.
Okay, let me dive into it. Where is it? Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. A 28-year-old woman is pregnant with her first child, and her husband are about to find out the gender of the baby, which is causing a huge fight. The pregnant woman told her husband that she only wanted to tell her dad and her brother the gender of the baby, and explicitly said she doesn't want to tell her husband's mother, her mother-in-law. The husband is pissed, saying that she's being an asshole and it's unfair to exclude the mother-in-law. The pregnant wife says that the mother-in-law can't keep a secret, and the mother-in-law was rude to her the first Christmas after her own mother passed away by not inviting her to Christmas, saying she was bad luck after her house had seen a death. Oh God. And the husband still went to the Christmas. Pregnant woman says that this is, sorry that we're referring to her as pregnant woman. This is what this says. Pregnant woman says this is about trust and respect, not fairness, but the husband thinks she's holding a grudge.
First of all, if you went to Christmas without me because your mom said that I was bad juju because my mom died, I would get a divorce.
Same.
Like I would never. That's
horrible.
I would not be like, let's expand our family. I'd be like, we are not family.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
No, that's crazy.
It's something you have every right to not want to share with your mother-in-law. She's like, sounds like a cunt, honestly.
So she only wants to tell
her dad and her brother,
and does not want her husband's mom to know.
Also, she's a big mouth. I'm sorry. She sounds like an awful human being.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I agree completely.
I think you're not the asshole your husband is. Not even your mother-in-law. It's like literally your husband's a problem.
But I think that ultimately, like this sounds really bad. You shouldn't be in this situation to begin with because I don't think you're like whatever. But I agree in a normal context. Like if your husband has the right to tell his mom because you're telling your family, unless you were going to agree to just keep it completely to yourselves.
Yeah.
But I obviously think this mom sounds terrible, but I think that's on your husband to handle.
Agree. But I get like why you'd be like, oh, she's a big ass mouth. She's going to tell people. I think that's also like your husband's job to deal with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Your husband's like a dick though.
Okay. A guy from the UK is good friends with a female coworker who moved to the UK from California. The guy from the UK told the American girl that her accent is cute, and the girl ended the conversation and walked away, later telling him that she thought that the compliment about her accent was condescending and insulting.
I think you're trying to make conversation.
Yeah, that doesn't sound insulting in the slightest.
And I think you just like might hate men.
Real.
Or he was ugly.
Yeah. A 30-year-old woman and a 33-year-old man have been dating for 2.5 years, and the 33-year-old man has a 4-year-old daughter with an ex that she calls Ashley. The 30-year-old woman and the ex-girlfriend Ashley have never gotten along. The boyfriend's 4-year-old daughter adores the new girlfriend, and Ashley, the ex-girlfriend, tries to make sure that the new girlfriend isn't in her daughter's life. The boyfriend had to do a paternity test to enroll his daughter in a program in which he found that the 4-year-old was not his biological daughter. The new girlfriend said that he should get legal counsel and inform the real biological father, in which the boyfriend called her heartless and said that they might take the 4-year-old away. The new girlfriend is now telling the boyfriend that she does not want to raise the ex-girlfriend Ashley's child that is not his own. The girlfriend says that this stems from the ex-girlfriend Ashley being so horrible to her boyfriend and understands this is not fair to the boyfriend or daughter, but feels this decision is necessary for her own mental health.
Yeah, I feel like if you're the guy and like you've like been thinking this is your kid for 4 years and like you've been like being a parent, I guess I get why you wouldn't want to cut that kid out of your life, but I think you have to decide if it's that kid more important than your girlfriend, who's not actually your kid, who like has kind of been your kid. But also like the person who actually is the dad probably deserves the right to know.
Yeah, I agree. Unless like he doesn't want
I think
to
the relationship is like the least of your worries.
Yeah, that's such a messy
You got
situation.
way bigger problems. I think it's just like, which is more important to you, like being with your partner or like your kid who's not your kid, who you thought was your kid.
But also like, I don't know, a kid doesn't always have to be blood. Like if you've been raising this.
That's
kid
what I'm
for
saying.
4
So I'm like, if
years-
it's that important for you to have that kid be in your life, then like dump your girlfriend who doesn't want you to have the kid.
Yeah, agree.
Almost like imagine how that is for the kid. It's not the kid's fault that our mom
I know.
lied.
And that's so messy for the kid. That's so.
Like, I think you should be punishing the kid because of that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Am I the asshole for expecting help? This 32-year-old mom writes that her and her 39-year-old husband fight a lot about what she feels is expected of each other. The topic comes up often, and she feels that she doesn't think she should have to ask him for help in situations where where help should be offered or action should be taken without it explicitly asking. An example is the mom took their 15-month-old daughter to the mall to play at one of the indoor play places. The dad meets up with them to have dinner at the mall. The food gets out and the mom has the daughter in her lap, and the mom is trying to cool down her mac and cheese, but the daughter starts grabbing things on the table and manages to grab the mom's water and spill it all over herself, the kid, and the table. Her husband just sits there blowing on a french fry and doesn't move or offer any assistance. The woman asks for help with an attitude, and he got mad at her attitude. Is she the asshole for expecting help to be offered without asking for it?
No, she's not the asshole. This husband sucks, in my opinion. But also, this goes back to like a movie. I love to bring it back to a movie, but there's this movie called The Breakup. It has Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston. Have you actually seen it?
I know what you're gonna say.
Have you actually seen it?
It's, yeah, but I know the
You've
scene
never
that you're
seen
talking
any
about.
movies that I've seen.
I have seen this,
but
movie.
she's like, I want you to do the dishes, and like that.
And he's like, why would I want to do the dishes?
Yeah, and he like literally cannot grasp the concept of like, I want someone who wants to help me in our life, like do things with me. Like, I don't want to be the one who's like responsible for everything. I want you to care because that's our life and it's our stuff.
Yeah.
And like, you should want to do it so that it's off of my plate. And because like we're partners and like in this life, and he cannot conceptualize this until they break up, and he realizes like how much she's really doing for him.
Yeah.
Which is like such a big thing in like most relationships, I feel like, which is like crazy. But I think that's exactly what this is. Like, he needs to realize like all the things that you're doing, and he probably won't appreciate them until like he realizes what all those things are.
Definitely. I think it's somewhat in like more of a traditional sense, like it's not right, but I think a lot of like that's how a lot of relationships, especially in the past, were, where the women just like have to fucking do everything, and the man just like coasts by and is the provider, but it's like, what the fuck are you providing? But I think that's just something that needs to be like kind of unlearned throughout, like, I don't know, like if even in our generation right now, if a man watched their like parents' dynamic and that's how their parents' dynamic was, they might.
That's what you learn also, though. So you have to like choose to unlearn that,
100%.
but you have to want to unlearn it. And I think a big, also like if she's like that thing said like about like tone and snapping. If you snapped, it's probably because like there was 20 other things, and this was the 21st thing that happened. But if you haven't been communicating prior, like, which I don't know, obviously, but like if you're communicating like all these things and like they're choosing to ignore it and choosing not to make any change in behavior, like that's like weaponized incompetence.
It
like
literally
it gets very frustrating. It's like I fully get like blowing up, but like that's where it goes back to like you have to have communication, because like you may have like habits that you've built from like watching your parents for like 20 years that you don't realize that you've become.
Yeah.
And you need to realize, oh, it's happening. It's important to my partner. I should do X, Y, Z, and then choose to unlearn it and change your behavior.
I think it all stems back to communication, because if you like things a very certain way, you need to also communicate that to your partner, because I feel like you can't expect them to be a mind reader.
Exactly.
Like if you're like, I want the bed made every single morning, I don't like an unmade bed, I think you need to communicate that, because some people live their life never making a bed ever. They're like, why would I make a bed? I'm going to mess it up tonight when I get in it.
But there's like so many little things like that you don't realize in a relationship until like you're cohabitating.
100%.
Which is, it's crazy the amount of things like I've learned. I feel like you've had this situation too, like where you realize like, oh, like you didn't grow up doing that.
Yeah.
Or, like, oh, like that isn't important to you. And like there's been times where like I've snapped at Kevin, but I'm like, he's like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
And then like I explain my perspective, and he's like, okay, like, well, I can do it, but I didn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, you can't be mad at something you're not willing to explain or communicate or bring up and like have a conversation about it. But once you do, and they continue to do it like that, then it's like, okay, that's valid.
Yeah. Or if you have to communicate the same thing 75 times.
Yeah.
Start the dishwasher before we go to bed, and they still can't do it. Like that.
Because they need to care enough to change the behavior.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, that's just like maturity and like learning to communicate.
Yeah. Am I the asshole? I've been in a relationship with a man who lives with the mother of his children. To give background and context to the situation, this is also my ex's cousin who I ended up falling in love with. And we've been dealing with each other for the last 8 or 9 years. At times, I do want him to leave his baby mother to pursue a life with me. And on other times, I don't want him to leave his family at all. She is definitely the type to consistently cause issues because she's done that in the past. But am I the asshole to continue this relationship the way it is, to keep the peace so he can continue to have a relationship with his kids?
I feel like if you're not together if you've been in a different relationship for 9 years, it's valid to want them to not live with their partner. Like you can still be a parent.
You can co-parent, yeah.
Yeah, without living with your partner if you're in a serious, committed 9-year relationship with someone else.
I think that's healthier too. I mean, I don't know, but I think
I would imagine that would be kind of confusing.
Yeah, I think like you can live separately and still have like a really positive co-parenting situation with your ex-wife or girlfriend or whoever it is. And that's what I think would make more sense for the kids too. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's like I've never heard it. That's a difficult situation, but I feel like if the relationship is important with your new partner and with your kids, I feel like it's probably better to be somewhere else.
And at some point you're going to have to not live. Like, at some
Like,
point the kids are going to grow up.
Also, where's this going? You've been together for 9 years and you're just never going to cohabitate?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't get what the end goal is there.
Yeah. Am I the asshole if I decline an invite to be a bridesmaid? I've known this friend for about a year and we met through other friends and instantly clicked. After getting to know her, I started to see some flaws and things that really bothered me and apparently everyone else too. She recently got engaged to a guy that she's been dating for several years. He's a great guy and they're a great couple. She invited me to a brunch today with several of her other friends and asked us if we would be in her bridal party. We hang out frequently, talk on the phone, we're pretty close, and she invites herself to literally every event that people are having. My issue with her is she can be very abrasive, rude, and sometimes say unwarranted things. She doesn't really think about others in any capacity. I'm very honest and I will call her out politely when she's making someone uncomfortable. Otherwise, she's been a pretty good friend. But when she does something out of line, people in our friend group talk bad about her behind her back. I wouldn't mind if she found out because I think she could use the wake-up call. Would I be the asshole if I declined her invite or would I be the asshole if I accepted?
I think you have bigger issues than being a bridesmaid. If you're like acknowledging that everyone's talking shit about your friend who you're saying is a good friend to you and like maybe does some bad things to other people, like you said you're being honest, but I feel like you're probably not if you're letting shit be talked behind your back and you want her to get called out for it.
Yeah.
That feels a little bit odd to me. And you're like saying, oh, we call, we text, we hang out all the time. It seems like your friendship's pretty good. I can see why she would probably want you in her wedding. I don't think the wedding and being a bridesmaid is the biggest issue. I think you got to figure out why you're okay with people like shitting on your friend and like why you can't have an honest conversation about like what the wrongdoings are that are happening.
Yeah, I feel like you probably shouldn't be in the wedding though if you feel that way.
Yeah, I would say no, but not for that reason. I would say no because I think if you're excited about people calling out your friend and like having her like knock down a pedal, like it's probably not someone you should be in their wedding.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they may like your friend like may be a dick, but it seems like you have a good friendship.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you need to have an honest conversation.
Yeah. I just don't think it's ever good to like when you're excited about like your friend being called out by someone else and you're acknowledging shit's being talked and you're like not having an honest conversation.
To acknowledge what is like wrong with her. Because
like if anyone's ever talking shit about you, I'd be like, oh, hey, like these things have been happening like that. That kind of seems out of character for you or like whatever it may be. And I'd have an honest conversation. I wouldn't be like, yeah, I hope this comes back to bite her in the ass.
Yeah, literally.
That just seems like you have like a vendetta against your friend.
Agree. When it comes to holiday gifting, I want to give things people really love. Beautiful, timeless pieces they'll wear for years. That's why I'm going with Quince. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats, everything is premium quality at a price that actually makes sense. Quince has something for everyone. Their wool coats are standout pieces, beautifully tailored, soft to the touch, and crafted to last for seasons. Every piece is made with premium materials from ethical, trusted factories and priced far below what other luxury brands charge. The craftsmanship really shows in every detail. The stitching, the fit, the drape, it's elevated, timeless, and made to wear on repeat. I love giving something that's practical and something that someone will actually use, and that's why Quince is so great because they have so many different options, and their cashmere literally feels so nice. I have one myself and I wear it all the time. Find gifts so good you'll want to keep them with Quince. Go to quince.com/delusional for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/delusional to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/delusional.
Oh, do you think it's better to break up with someone during the holidays or wait till after the holidays?
I always say when you know, get it over with. Like I would hate to know that somebody like was like, oh my God, like I want to break up with her, but waited like 3 weeks because they wanted to like wait till after the holidays were done. And I'm like, wait, I just wasted my fucking Christmas with you, dude. Like what?
Yeah, I think when you know goes both ways, positive or negative.
Yeah, literally, yeah. When you like don't want to be with someone anymore, break up with them. Like,
yeah, I think
on the spot.
I fully agree. I think like if you already know what you're going to do like 3 weeks from now, it's so fucked up to play with their head because they're gonna be like, we had like 3 weeks and I thought it was like, they're going to play that over and be confused. I just don't think it's ever a good thing to confuse someone or to like make them question like what they're considering or like what they think is happening. Like that just like comes to mind games at that point. And I think it's way, way, way inconsiderate.
I agree. I think
like, what is the benefit to sticking with someone through the holidays?
No, there's not. If like let them just go be with their family or something.
You're not ruining my Christmas by breaking up with me.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna it's just a day on the calendar like in my head. Like and I'd rather have like a holiday like where I had like an answer and I wasn't strung along than just to have a holiday to have it.
Agree. I think you should just break up with somebody always. Like immediately if I ever felt
if you get like an inkling and you feel like strongly about that, act on it.
I mean, maybe like in the words of Reed, maybe wait well,
but also like
we need his whatever. It doesn't matter. We're not getting into that. But I'm saying
period.
I think that ultimately, like, be sure. Don't just like first gut feeling that you're like, oh, like, I don't know. I'm anxious.
But communicate.
When you're very positive, though, like, okay, I do not want to be with this person. I do think you should break up with them.
Yeah. What's an argument you will always stand 10 toes down on? Do you have any?
I feel like you have so many. I'm not that passionate about many things.
What am I passionate about? Like you said, I have so many.
I just feel like you have random. Okay, this is the first thing.
Oh, my biggest thing?
Oh.
Under promise and over deliver.
Yeah.
There's no fucking reason to ever be promising the fucking sky when you can't. Like I hate when people set poor expectations because I'm going to hold you to those. I'm just like, be fucking honest. Like honesty really is the best policy. I'm just like, if you tell me like, oh, it's going to be 2 weeks. Okay, then I'm ready for something at 2 weeks. Say it'll be 3 and then have it be better. I think it is like in every way, shape, and form, no matter like which part of life it is or who it's happening with or whatever it is, it drives me fucking batty.
I mean, I agree, but I have no trust in things. Like, I feel like you'll be like, yeah, it's 2 weeks. Like, they said that because you hold people to their word. I don't trust people's word.
No.
So I'll be like, if I see something's like going to be shipped in 2 weeks, I'm like,
well,
yeah,
that's
probably
different.
6.
But like, if you're saying like, I guarantee XYZ, why are you guaranteeing that?
I completely agree. You're right. I'm just saying I have no faith in people. But
maybe I'm so trusting until you give me a reason not to trust you.
See, I'm not.
Like I have so much trust towards people. And then once you give me a reason not to, I fucking hate your ass. Like,
yeah.
Trust is my biggest thing on the fucking planet. Like when it is like broken, it is fucking broken. Like it actually makes me, I hate when anything in this world, a fucking liar. Like I'd rather have you break my fucking everything than lie to me. Like lies are the worst thing on the planet to me. This is also like why I could never be okay with cheating.
Yeah.
Like I hate lying. I hate lying.
Yeah.
It's also why I can't do it. I'm also just really bad at it.
I'm actually a great liar.
You are,
but
which is scary.
I think mine, it would be an argument I'll stand 10 toes down on is airplane etiquette. Like when you leave a plane, nothing pisses me off more than when somebody is like 2 rows behind you and they're shoving through. And like, I'm like, okay, but wait your fucking turn. Like that is how this works. Like I do not understand why people just push. I also hate when people stand in front of the bag thing and like take their bags. Or like what? Like their bags aren't coming. They're standing right where you need to go, and you're like, "Can you take 2 fucking steps back so I can get my bag?" Like, why are you hovering?
Etiquette in general, people don't have etiquette anymore.
No.
Like it really does bother me. I went to charm school.
I did not.
And I had like books on my head. I had to like go to tea and like learn all this shit. But it was etiquette school. It was the vibe at the time. Thoughts on letting AI write your wedding vows?
I mean, I think just don't write them.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Like
that's crazy.
I think that's just not a wedding vow at that point. Like your wedding vows are, I think you're supposed to write. So it's like, if you don't want to write them and you're like, whatever, just don't do it.
Yeah. I think it's better to have none than to use AI.
Yeah.
That's real.
I guess people probably want to read them in front of people and make them sound really good.
Yeah. But that's still awful to me though. That seems crazy.
I mean, whatever. I will say.
What is the reason someone would use AI?
No. I mean,
I'm asking the people.
Well, I'm saying I think like it's because like I didn't end up doing this, but I almost thought to because I'd never even used like AI really before. But
yeah,
when I was writing your speech or whatever, I was going to paste it into like after I completely wrote it, I was going to paste it into like ChatGPT or something and see if it would give me like a little bit of a tweaked version with just some like better words.
I feel like
But I'm saying like if
finding a
that's
synonym is different.
That's what I'm saying.
But like being like, I'm getting married tomorrow, please write these.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm saying maybe the AI wedding vows, that's what they're saying. So,
Okay.
Listen, if you want to sound really like, if you have all the words and the thoughts and you want to just like make it
Perfect
sound
it.
really, really beautiful and cohesive, and maybe you can't get there yourself because you're just like not a good
Like,
writer.
This part, go before this part, like that. Okay,
I think if
fine.
you wrote it and like it's just simply like maybe changing instead of saying like you're the most amazing wife ever 8 times, it's like giving you synonyms for amazing and like kind of switching up some of those words. I think ultimately that's fine. But I don't think that you should just have it directly write the vows. That'd be great.
Yeah, I agree. Do you have any things that you think are attractive that men do that aren't sexual?
I don't know. Do you?
No, I'm trying to think.
Like, I'm not like, oh my God, this 8. Like, I don't know. Maybe like Val kissing Alex on the forehead.
I'm sorry. Last night during their which dance, the very last dance, where like he's like down her like chest.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it's really beautiful.
Granted, I know he loves his wife. I know Alex is with Braxton.
So much
It's
respect.
nothing like whatever.
But
would
let
I
me tell you this: if I was dancing with someone every single week and I was like up close and personal, like building a bond, I might get a little confused in the head.
You 100% would, because you love like validation. I feel like you,
What?
like if you love like being good at something and like whatever. And imagine you like had been working on this dance and then he's telling you like, wow, like that technique was amazing. Like, I'm so proud of you. Oh, you would be folding.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be that would be difficult for me.
Yeah. But
I just like being good at stuff.
that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying if somebody was giving you that praise and like validation and like,
Something I was like working hard at, and I was like, I would get confused.
and they were teaching you and guiding you through
And
it.
like we're getting like so close, and I'm already confused.
Yeah. You don't have any.
Oh, that's what I was trying to think of. Everything that I think was like acts of service.
I mean, I guess that's fine, but
Do you know what your love language is? Like, what do you think your love
I have
language
no
is?
idea.
What would you have?
I literally don't even know.
Do you know what they are?
Gifts, acts of service, touch.
Quality time. And there's like there's 5. Quality time, gifts, touch, words of affirmation, and acts of service. What would you say is yours?
I literally don't know.
But now think about it. I'm asking.
I don't think I have one. Like, I don't think I don't think it's real.
What?
Like, I think that you could just be like, oh, like, I'm not going to.
It's all of them, but like if you had to pick like one that you feel like gives you the most like what would you say it is? How about this? How do you think you give love out of those 5?
Oh.
Because you had to pick one.
I don't know. Actually, I definitely don't give words of affirmation. I'm a bitch.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's narrow it down.
I don't know.
I feel like you give a lot of gifts.
Not really. I mean, I give like a birthday gift, but I don't feel like I like randomly get him gifts.
Okay. Touch. Not super touchy.
I mean, I'm just like,
You have moments, but I feel like you're not like an overall like super touchy person.
no, it's definitely not touch. I'm not touchy.
So no words of affirmation, no touch. Quality time. I think that's like pretty high up. for
Yeah,
you.
I guess probably that. Yeah, I guess that one.
I feel like quality time is definitely yours.
Yeah, it is.
That's so fun. I'm glad we did that.
What is yours?
Words of affirmation.
Oh,
Yeah. That's always like, do you hate me?
okay. Yes, yeah, I don't really like, I don't ever ask if
I think I wasn't like told that I was like loved as a child.
okay. I
So
was
it's like,
told that a lot.
yeah. So that's see, I do think your upbringing really has to do with like what your love language becomes, like, and how you perceive it and how you give it, because like I think it's like attached to like what you like learned as a kid,
Yeah, I guess maybe what you were lacking or something.
or like even like what you like witnessed through your parents, like how they showed love. I think people try to do the same thing, like in some way, shapes, and form.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I obviously had a good upbringing and my parents love me and
What?
they're together still.
What is that like?
So I don't really have any trauma with that. But I feel like, I don't know. I don't really like words of, I don't know. It's not like
I think you get very uncomfortable.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, thanks. Like,
I feel like you don't like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're super like wordy with expressing your emotions. I
No.
feel like you're pretty much the opposite of that.
no. I like, if you were like,
I feel like you actually are quite the acts of service type of person.
you think?
Like in our friendship, at least, I feel like you're very acts of service.
Okay.
Like when I was like depressed, you would like put up my Christmas tree and like clean my apartment.
Okay. That's so nice.
But like, you wouldn't be like, I love you, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's so
But
true.
You would,
yeah.
like, come like clean my apartment and put up my Christmas tree. And like,
Yeah.
I would like know you loved me, but you would never say that.
That's so true.
You know?
Yeah, that's really true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Like, you only recently started saying you love me when you started hanging up the phone. I didn't make a big deal out of it because I didn't want you to stop.
I'm crying.
Same.
What? What? You're crying right now?
I think I'm going to start my period soon. I've been really emotional
probably.
lately. Yeah.
Period. Literally.
See, like, those things make you uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm just not
Like, whenever I give you a compliment or I see something really nice to you, you're always like, you always go high pitch. Oh, that was so nice.
I do.
And you get like that, the face you're making right now, you're like, kind of like awkward smiling, like you're physically uncomfortable.
I don't like, I'm like a cold-hearted bitch.
I'm not a cold-hearted bitch. I think you just like, you have your different preferences.
Yeah. I can't do touch or physical or like, what's the word? Words.
Of affirmation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of those. Also, for the record, I touch read just like.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Like,
I'm not like upset. Like, I'm not like a crazy, like cuddly person. Like,
I feel like you have become more cuddly though. You've gotten more touchy overall. Actually, you have.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. You're literally just saying that because last night I gave Reed a hug because I screamed to him. I was like, "Make me tea," and then I like got up and gave him a hug.
No, I mean,
and I was being a bitch.
No, I feel like you are like a touchy person. If you're drinking, you're touchy.
Okay, I don't know. I don't really think that, but
You're a big hand holder.
Okay, this is the thing. I'm not actually a hand holder. I usually lock my arm around Reed's like that, but it's because I know that I shouldn't be on my phone when I'm walking because that's how I got punched in the head. So I figure he's like my seeing eye dog, and I hook my arm around him and he guides me. Like, I literally do that all the time. I'll be like, I need to text, and I'll like hook my arm and I'm like on my phone and I just like follow his like lead, and I'm just like, he'll guide me around people and not let me run into anybody.
Okay, period.
But it's usually more practical, I would say.
Okay, you can go with that for sure. If someone were to ask you to share a hobby, what would you say your hobby is?
Adopting dogs.
Okay.
I don't know. I know I need a hobby. I don't have time for a hobby.
What are you like into? Do you have any interests?
Making money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like your hobby became your job though. That's different.
It really did. I mean, yeah, obviously like I love like making videos. I really do, which I feel like could be a hobby for people. But obviously
it was a hobby and then became a career.
And like that is what I love to do.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't really have any hobbies either. Like golf, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I do
That's a
love
good
to
one.
golf. That is kind of like a hobby. I would love to find an interest.
Yeah.
I just don't really have anything that I'm like interested in exploring.
I guess. I mean, I guess working out also could be like considered a
Yeah.
hobby, which obviously I like.
I would love to like get into like people are like really into like needle pointing right now.
Yeah.
Do I have the time or patience for that? Absolutely not. But I would love to have something that was like a hobby like that. But I just don't have any of that.
Yeah, like reading.
Ugh.
I know.
I'm gonna read. I am going to read though on my trip.
Let them.
Yeah, I read part of it. I gotta finish it. So
We
I'm
should
bringing.
get like Kindles.
People have really said that having a Kindle changes like
The game.
Yeah, I'm like, is that what's missing? But I feel like I'm gonna buy a Kindle and I'm not gonna fucking use it.
I agree. Yeah.
Maybe do they sell Kindles like in the stores? Like, can I go get one today?
Yeah, you can probably get one at the airport, I bet.
They probably do sell them at the airport. I'm gonna get a Kindle.
Okay.
See, this is the thing. When I get an idea in my head,
This is happening.
I have to execute immediately, or else it's not like it's not good. Do they sell Kindles in the airport?
I really feel like they would.
Can you get me a Kindle? How long do you think you should wait after breaking up with someone to start dating again?
I don't really think you have to wait. I feel like it's just about when you feel like you're ready. I don't think there's like a real time. Like, it's not like, oh, I need to wait 2 months. Like, people try to say like, oh, it takes you however many years you guys were together, it takes you that many months to get over them or something. And I'm like, I don't believe in that.
I don't think there's a blanket statement of like what's an appropriate time. My only thought on like that question is if you're someone who's gone from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, you should stay single for a little bit, like a hot minute. Like, maybe unpack that.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like people like that are always like, I can't help it. It just happens.
No, you were trying.
You have to have some level of seeking it out to go back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I think there will become a point if you do all of that, well, you will be like, oh my gosh, I never got to figure out who I am as a human being independently.
And maybe you're not even healing from those breakups. You're just like masking it with a new relationship immediately.
So I do think if you are bouncing, maybe take a beat.
But granted, like,
but in general,
it's not to say that's not a blanket statement either. Like, I think there's people who like break up with like a long-term partner and like 2 weeks later end up meeting the love of their life that they've been with for 30 years. And it's just like, that's how it happened to be.
Yeah. I don't think like you should have like a rule to like, because I've been in 7 relationships back to back that I need to like not date you, but I'm really liking you right now. I'm just saying like 80% of the time I would say like take a beat.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. It's like, if you're not ready to date though, it's kind of unfair like to go out dating because like, I mean, I don't know if you're like on dates with somebody and they're like really liking you and then you're like, well, I'm not emotionally available. I feel like that's such a guy thing, but like, I don't know.
Just be like communication, honesty, such important things.
I love anything personal and unique, and that's why one of the coolest things about Cash App is that you can design your own debit card. You can pick from a bunch of different colors and patterns, add your favorite stamps, doodles, or even you and your friends' inside jokes to make it totally unique to you. You also get exclusive savings on stuff you're already buying, like coffee, boba, video games, and more. And if you're the type who loves concerts, your Cash App card gets you early access to ticket sales for huge tours like Kendrick Lamar and SZA and Sabrina Carpenter. Finally, no need to worry about random monthly charges or minimum balance requirements. Take control of your money today with Cash App. If you're between 13 and 17, you can still sign up. Just ask your parent or guardian for help to open up a Cash App sponsored account. For a limited time, new Cash App customers over 18 years old can earn $10 if they use code That's Money 10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. If you're 13 to 17 years old, request a sponsored account from a parent or guardian, sign up with code That's Money 10 and get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate your Cash App card and send $5 or more to a friend within your first 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Discounts and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Let me just say, more than once when I was younger, I overdrafted a bank account and I could not afford those fees at that time. And that's why I wish I had Chime back then. Chime is changing the way that people bank. It's fee-free and smarter banking built for you. It's not like old school banks that charge you an overdraft and monthly fees. It's built for you, not the 1%. Chime isn't like any other banking app. They unlock smarter banking for everyday people with products like MyPay, giving you access to up to $500 of your paycheck anytime and getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. And some old banks still don't do this. Forget your overdraft fees, minimum balance fees, and monthly fees. And it makes your everyday spending work harder by delivering real rewards and financial progress. It helps you build a credit history stress-free, and it's rated 5 stars by USA Today for customer service. Real humans 24/7. Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today. It takes just a few minutes to sign up. Head to chime.com/diaries. That's chime.com/diaries.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services, a secured Chime Visa credit card, and MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply, and credit limit ranges $20 to $500. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. See chime.com/fees info. Advertised annual percentage yield with Chime Plus status only. Otherwise, 1.00% APY applies. No min balance required. Chime card on-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. See chime.com for details and applicable terms.
My fiance's best man's wife is such a fucking bitch. I hate her and legit cannot deal. Well...
Say that again? You're what?
Someone said my fiance's best man's wife is such a fucking bitch. I hate her and legit cannot deal.
Fiance's best friend's wife. Okay.
Best man's wife.
Best man's
Yes, his best friend, yes.
Okay. And
do you have to like her?
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously hard being in a situation like that. I've personally never been in.
I think it depends on why you don't like her. Like when you guys say things like that, when you don't give it actual details, like, I need to know, like, do you hate her because like she like fucked your brother or because she like killed your dog? Yeah. Like I can't give you a good like
I know
something back without having like more detail.
But I don't know. That's hard. I don't think you have to like, I mean, yeah, you might just have to like kind of put up with her, like whatever. Cause it's not like you can tell your fiance to not be friends with his friend because you don't like his wife, you know, like that's like not really a valid. If you didn't like your fiance's friend, that'd be a different story. But if you think he's a good guy and he just has a shitty partner, it's kind of like, all right, like there's nothing you can really do.
Yeah. I think you just like keep the peace.
Yeah. Like keep your distance, like try to not be as involved as much as possible, but you gotta.
I texted Kevin. I was like, can you please get me a Kindle? He goes, going to Target right now.
Okay, period.
I'm going to have a Kindle. I'm so excited to start reading, guys.
That's so funny.
Oh, they're on sale for $80. Do you want a Kindle?
No. I don't.
We can read together.
It's okay.
We can have a 2-person book. Maddie reads. You know Maddie reads.
You know, I know
like,
she
a lot.
does like to read a lot. I know.
We have a book club. I'm sure Keon will join. I'm going to get everybody Kindles for Christmas.
Okay.
This is so exciting.
Club.
Maddie doesn't have a Kindle. I'm saying, grab 3.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I'm so excited.
Okay, period.
That would be really fun. Like a way to stay connected with
We
my
have
friends.
no time to have a fucking book club.
We can read instead of linking on the plane. You can read.
Okay.
Or like on your walks. We can find 20 minutes a day to read and have a little mini book club. I look forward to this.
Okay. Reed was like reading this fucking book from like.
He reads interesting books. I actually want to borrow that book you talked about like 2 years ago.
He was. I don't even know which one, but he was reading one on the plane. It's like from Ernest Hemingway or something. And I was just like, he's literally like I'm sitting on this plane having a fucking conniption because the Wi-Fi won't work. And I'm like, I need this to load immediately. He's reading this book so relaxed, drinking a glass of red wine. And I'm like, that just like couldn't be me.
Yeah. Maybe it will be once I have a Kindle though.
The only book I read was Let Them.
Yeah.
Mel Robbins.
I read that one book and I think maybe the Kindle really is what's the game changer for me. I'm excited to report back, guys. If you guys have a Kindle, please let me know like if it's changed your reading game.
Maybe the Kindle will play like little like pornographic scenes for you too. When
that's
you're
like
reading
watching
your
TV. How many books do you think I'll read on my 9-day vacation?
Not even one. You think you're gonna get through a whole book?
I think I'll get through multiple.
Okay, period.
I read that one book in like 2 days. I was so into it.
Okay.
I skipped going out one night so I could stay in and read my book.
Period.
Maybe that's like maybe that's my truth.
Okay.
I can't wait to find out.
I love that.
Did your men already dress well or did you have to intervene? How do I help my boyfriend dress better? Kevin dressed like shit. I'll be the first one to fucking say it. He just didn't care. Like all he had was like graphic t-shirts that like his brothers like gave him.
Like downs.
Yeah, he just like he never ever went shopping.
Yeah.
He was just like, this works, I don't care.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of guys.
Yeah, and I was just like, I hate this.
Yeah.
So but he like just didn't care.
Yeah.
But now he like realizes like what he likes.
Yeah,
and he'll go shopping on his own now. First he wouldn't.
Yeah.
And now he like picks things out and is like good at it.
Yeah, that's just like the girlfriend.
But also like it's really easy for a man to dress compared to a woman, I feel like.
It is.
Like we were looking at outfits of us.
No.
I still have misses.
Yeah. Agree. Yeah, I feel like Reed always had good style, to be honest, but Reed was very like I don't even know. He's like very weirdly like into fashion, even though he like literally works in finance, but he always knows the brands. He like likes all the things. He knows about all this stuff that I don't even know about. He very much cares about like quality, which I respect and appreciate. He is very like, do not ever buy me something from Zara. I'm like, okay, cool. But he likes to have more of like a capsule wardrobe. Like he really, truly, I think people say that, but like he truly does have like more of a capsule wardrobe. And he like just rotates, like he has like a small amount of good quality pieces that he likes and like mixes and matches those to make outfits. But a lot of his clothes are very like simple. I don't know, but
yeah, I think it's also just so easy for a man because like you could rewear the same outfit 10 times and no one really notice
or care. Yeah.
Yeah, but like a woman like you, it's like you wore that last Tuesday.
Yeah, literally,
which is just so different. But I think if you're trying to like get a man to dress better, just give them a gift.
100%. Yeah,
or like make a shirt disappear.
100%.
Like Kevin had these fucking shorts. We first met.
You're like, they got lost.
Granted, the shorts, we still have the shorts. Yeah, they actually still at the apartment, but he only wears the shorts in the home. They do not cross outside that front door. Ever.
I remember you were like FaceTiming me. It was like early on, and he's like swatting the phone out of your hand, like stop.
Now he would be like, giving you a whole fashion show, but this was like probably like maybe 3 weeks in.
Yeah,
like he was like maybe it's like a third time coming to stay with me because he was living in New Jersey.
The fact that he packed those and thought that was like.
But he like we are like going to go get breakfast on like a Saturday, and he gets dressed, and I'm like, what do you think you have on your body? Like, what the fuck are you wearing? I was probably actually so fucking rude looking back. But I was like, you cannot wear those. Like, I might get canceled. I might actually get canceled for what you're wearing. There were these just like, it was like a war scene of men riding horses on his shorts.
They're so ugly.
And I call Hallie, I'm like, please back me up here. Like, if this is, I don't know what it's giving, but it just seems wrong.
So ugly.
And he was like so offended.
There should never be a war scene of horses on shorts, period.
No.
Things just don't go together.
And he just like thought like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was every outfit when we first started being together. It was just like, that was the worst one by far.
That was.
But like, he just like loved the graphic tee.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like
I was like, I got you this shirt. And then now all of his clothes are at his parents, and in his entire wardrobe is things I picked out.
real.
Maddie does not have a Kindle either, so I'm going to get everybody Kindles for Christmas.
Okay, amazing. Do you think you should have a few drinks on a first date or not really drink at all?
Disclaimer, and don't clip this. If you do not have a drinking problem, have a drink.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have trauma.
Agree. I mean, I think it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're like going on a coffee walk, then no, you should not have a drink before. Granted, I think it's always a drink. If you are into drinking and so is the other person, a drink date is always like, I feel like the go-to first date. And I honestly think it's the best one just because
agree.
I think it's like,
If you want to have another,
yeah,
have another. If you want to get the fuck out, oh, my drinks, I gotta go.
and it's like acceptable to both be drinking and like be like a little looser and a little like more having fun, whatever. Not that you have to drink to be fun, but ultimately, I do think a drink date is a good first date. And I do think that probably if you're nervous, you should have a drink.
Yeah, I will say there's quite a few drinks dates though where I probably overdid it.
No, for sure. There's definitely a line. That's how I knew I was like not trying to get a boyfriend because I was showing up like blacked out to these dates.
I would like pregame a date, and I like pregame a date with you or something.
Yeah.
And have like a couple shots.
Yeah, like a lot of shots.
And a drink. And then I'd be like, you know what? Now I'm ready.
I know. I'd show up like, and I'd be like, oh, they can't tell I'm drunk. Like, no, they probably could. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I do think that is like a, what's it called? Like, what you think you have to go through? What is that?
a canon event.
That is a canon event. I think you have to go through that phase to like where you're like pre-gaming a date a little bit too hard.
Yeah. You know, it makes it more fun sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
but
also like
I
if
think-
I'm gonna have 3 drinks at the date, do I need 3 drinks before?
No.
Do I need to be 6 drinks in on a
No.
Tuesday night at 7? No.
I think just have a casual drink, max 2, depending on what you're drinking. Like if you're having an Aperol Spritz, you can have 2. If you're having martini, you can have 1. And then I feel like if you're actually trying to date somebody and you're trying to like, you really want a boyfriend and you're trying to have something actually go somewhere, I think like limit yourself and know what your max is. And when you hit that, don't keep going.
And whenever you think your max is, remove 1.
Yeah, literally. But if you just want to have fun, blackout girl.
Yeah, just safely.
Yeah. 100%.
You're really pre-gaming those dates.
Oh my God. I was the only one I actually didn't pregame was like hard or
Reed.
anything was the one with
You
Reed.
had like a beer, didn't you?
I had like maybe 1 beer and then I like only had like 1
Meanwhile,
beer.
he was pre-gaming with tequila.
Yeah, literally. But I like really didn't drink much before ours and I was actually nervous, but I was like, this is like not an appropriate setting because we were going to the hockey game. So I was like, I cannot drink like this insane. Like I can't.
You also get sick with like the hockey puck if you drink too much.
that. And I was like, we were going to be in an Uber for like a long
hour.
time. So I was like, I can't be like super drunk in this car. Like that would just like hurt my stomach.
Yeah, I think back to like the first time like me and Kevin like went on a date because like we had met at a party and like had sex and like just FaceTime for a few weeks.
Yeah.
So like I hadn't like seen him like so really like in person. And I was
Yeah.
like kind of nervous even though we talked every day like nonstop for like a couple weeks. And I was like, before he even came over, I was like, kind of drink a little. I was like FaceTiming you taking a couple shots
Yeah.
before he came over. And then he came over and he showed up with a bottle of tequila.
Oh my God.
And then we took like a couple of shots. I blacked out that day.
Yeah.
I also bought Morgan Wallen tickets that day. Like I had like 5 drinks at the game. Then we came over to your apartment.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
But you know what? Marriage.
Real. Did you see Sabrina Carpenter aggressively throwing, like somebody threw something at her and she like Did you see that?
No.
Okay, someone like, which granted, I don't think anybody should ever toss something at a celebrity. Like on stage, that's like definitely probably scary if you're like, on stage and somebody throws something at you. But I don't know what it was. It was like a small object that they threw at her. It kind of like hit her thigh or something. Like, well, she was like on her knees and then they kind of like threw it to hit her thigh or something. And then she picked it up and like you could see in her face, she was like so pissed that somebody threw something at her. And she like whipped it behind her so fucking hard. And it literally directly hit this girl in the face that did not throw it at her, obviously, because she threw it the complete opposite way. And I'm like, okay, girl, you kind of just did the exact same thing. Like you took I get in the moment.
Yeah, I was like, in the moment, I probably would have got up the fucking stage and beat someone. Yeah. Dead ass. Like, don't fucking piss me off.
In the moment, I understand she was probably very annoyed, but it's like, okay, that you just did the same thing they did to you. But she actually, I think, hit the person directly in the face because she like whipped it at them. And it just happened to land like literally directly at the person.
Yikes.
But I'm like, okay, ultimately, like she should not have thrown that because like that's not fair to the person who didn't throw it and is now getting hit.
Yeah.
But ultimately, so nobody should have thrown it at her. I just think in the moment, it's probably like a whatever type of thing, but.
Yeah, it gets a little messy. But you know what I'm super excited for? To go to a Rangers game. Yeah, I haven't been to one in like a little bit. And I used to have season tickets, but like now I don't really go that much anymore. But I'm so excited because I found a great deal in SeatGeek.
I love SeatGeek.
Mm-hmm. You've gone to a lot of games, I feel like,
we
with
just
SeatGeek.
went to the Packers and Giants game with SeatGeek. It was great. Got tickets on there. Super easy.
Yeah, so big shout out to them. I mean, over 35 million downloads. SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app with more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more.
I'm even going to get some Hamilton tickets, I think, for my family.
I've been staying...
Well, you can come too.
You've been saying you would take me.
I know.
I thought you meant for me.
Well, we can all go together.
Maybe you can like use SeatGeek twice because SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad, and every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee.
Love that.
So with the holiday season in full swing, give the gift of tickets this year and use code Delusional10 for 10% off your SeatGeek tickets. That's 10% off tickets with promo code Delusional10. And make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek.
Thanks, SeatGeek.
I genuinely cannot believe the holidays are already here. I thought I had so much more time, but I looked at the calendar today and like, we're literally already here. I'm not going home for the holidays this year, but my grandma is still hosting people, and I want to make sure she has everything she needs, from bedding to linens to any kind of decor throughout every room in the house. And Wayfair has been my one-stop shop to get her everything she needs for her last-minute guest prep. Wayfair has fast shipping on last-minute decor and hosting essentials, and gift guides to help you shop for everyone in the family. I have a hard time sometimes figuring out gifts for people that I don't talk to super often, and Wayfair really has something for everyone. Wayfair has everything your home needs this season. I got the most gorgeous patio set that has a fireplace that I just love to use whenever I'm at my house. And there were so many good options on Wayfair, and there's fast and easy delivery, even on the big stuff. You can get whatever you need when you need it. No more huge delivery fees for furniture. Get big stuff like sofas, dining tables, beds, desks, and more shipped for free. Get last-minute hosting essentials, gifts for all your loved ones, and decor to celebrate the holidays for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home.
Do you think anxiety is based on how you feel or how others make you feel?
Ooh.
I think it's ultimately you. Nobody can make you feel a certain type of way. You feel that way, even ultimately because of outside forces, you still have the power to choose whether, like, whatever. Ultimately, obviously, you can't control, though, when you have literal, like, diagnosed anxiety as, like, a disorder versus, like, the anxious feeling.
I think it's both, in my opinion. Like, my anxiety is a me thing, but there are definitely certain people that make me more anxious.
Yes, but ultimately, that's still a you thing because you're feeling, like, anxious around those people because you're putting it in your own head.
No, their behavior makes me anxious. Or, like, they're like my mother, for example.
Okay.
Like, I think, like, overall, I think it is a me thing for sure. But, like, a big part of my anxiety and, like, triggers that I have are through other people. That's not me creating them. It's things that they're actively doing.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like having anxiety versus, like, just feeling anxiety is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, having, like, like people have like literally the mental illness anxiety. That's like a different thing than just like like a feeling of anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I have like the mental illness anxiety, but I think I get periods of anxiety.
Yeah. I still, my answer still stands.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but we have different opinions on things that happens sometimes. Friendship.
I wasn't saying it was a bad thing.
No, I wasn't saying you did. I was saying to the people. High school girls are way less interested in marriage now statistically.
The article says in 1993, 83% of girls surveyed said that they see marriage in their future, notably higher than the 76% of boys who felt the same. But over the past 3 decades, while the percentage of young men who say they plan to get married has barely changed, it now sits just 2 points lower at 74%. The attitude shift among the women has been far more dramatic. Now only 61% say they intend to be married one day.
I mean, real, that's not surprising at all to me.
I think women are just realizing that they don't have to get married.
Yeah.
Where they used to feel like they did because it really wasn't a choice back then. Like you kind of, that's just how society,
the way it flowed.
Live your life. But I think that a lot of women are realizing they have the freedom to like choose what they want and do their own thing. And like they don't need a man in their life to like provide for them.
Yeah, I think also too, like, I mean, also divorce rates are higher too. I think a lot of women are like initiating divorces and like not choosing to stay like in something where they're unhappy. I just think it's like, what a privilege to have a choice.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I think a lot of those, maybe not a lot, but maybe some of those people will change their mind, like, and say, "Oh, I don't want that," and then they do. But also, like, I hate when people say that and they're like, "Just wait, like, you'll change your mind." I'm like,
no, you might not, and that's totally okay. Like, I made jokes about how I was gonna have like multiple marriages prior to meeting Kevin. I'm like getting married like for the bit, like, because I was just like part of like my life, like shit. But I didn't. Like, no one like made me want to like have like marriage, like literal commitment forever until I met Kevin.
Yeah.
But like, do I think everyone's going to have that? No. And like, some people are way happier alone.
Yeah.
And like being independent, like not having to be considerate of someone else and just like being themselves for themselves, which I think is like a great thing that how popular independence has become.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think a lot of people I think used to get married. And I think not everyone, but a lot of people are choosing to get married like because it adds something to their life, not because they feel like they have to.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's great.
Oh, they're out of stock at Target. She's going to Best Buy now.
This just isn't a pressing issue at this exact moment.
We're leaving today. I want my Kindle for my trip.
Okay.
My trip will be better with the Kindle.
I feel like you can get one at the airport. Like where are you flying out of?
JFK.
Yeah,
but I'm flying out of the worst terminal.
Which one?
5. Nothing's in there.
What airline are you taking?
JetBlue. It's the only option for a direct flight.
Well, I just went to LaGuardia and I like had not flown out of LaGuardia in a while. And then I went to like, I was like in the terminal that doesn't have the Amex lounge. And I was like, okay, fuck. Like, I feel like this terminal is going to be like, I don't even know, just like not have a lot of food options in it and stuff. It was so nice. It was like brand fucking new. I've never been in that before, ever.
I genuinely think out of all the airports, Terminal 5 at JFK is the worst.
I don't know if I've been to Terminal 5.
You've been to Terminal 5. We've been together. Remember when we were going to Aruba and I was like, I need to have alcohol. And they're like, it's too early, ma'am.
Oh, I know.
And also when we were going to Europe.
And
the first time when I had the ice cream.
London,
like, and there's nothing in there.
I haven't flown that literally probably since then. Like every
there's
flight
nothing. I purposely avoid it, but this was the best option for like getting there, so I'm taking it. That's something I need the Kindle before I leave because there's no Kindle in there. There's like no stores. There's not even like places.
There's a Hudson News, but
like I don't trust that.
No, yeah.
Like I need like a tech store to have it, you know?
No, I agree, yeah. But
and like now my mind is set on having a Kindle and reading on the beach with my Kindle and just like
I feel like you're gonna read one time on this beach. You're gonna be like, I'm tanning, I'm taking photos, I'm taking a video. Like,
no, I'm going to like be in my Zen era and I'm going to read books.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
how much do you want to bet?
I don't.
Can you please bet me something?
No.
You're no fun.
Because I don't, because then you're going to actually
if you really think that, like.
Because you will only do it because there's a bet.
No.
Then you will complete it.
No,
because
I won't.
you'll like be like, I need this.
No, I won't.
If I said you're going to get a Birkin if you read like 10 books, you would like read 10 books just to do it.
Yeah, but like if you were like, I'll give you words of affirmation if you read 3 books, then I might.
We could bet something like that.
But I look forward to updating you guys on my Kindle experience.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's one at Best Buy. But thanks guys for hanging.
It's almost the holidays. Crazy.
I know. Who would have thought?
I know.
I mean, it happens the same time every year, but like this year has flown by.
Yeah, everybody says that. It's such like a.
But I think I didn't used to say that.
Yeah, this year.
Cut to a clip of me saying that last year, probably.
Probably,
like,
literally, yeah.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions you're going to think about or no?
I don't believe in those.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'll think of some and we can chat about it on a podcast.
I feel like we said like the ones we were going to do this year and an episode at the end of last year. I want to look back and find that.
Okay.
I guarantee I didn't follow through with anything.
Yeah,
I
we
said.
talked about this. Yours, I think, was like stop explaining yourself, and all you did is explain yourself more.
That was the year before that.
I think it was this past year. It was definitely this past year.
Like I committed to that again and I just didn't do it.
You definitely said it this past year.
Do you think I think I have explained myself less. Explaining myself. I think I have explained myself less.
I don't know if you have.
Really?
I feel like with your house updates, you're like, it's my fucking house. Like, if I like it, like, which I agree, you're fully right.
Okay.
I think I explain myself the same amount as well.
I just want my Kindle.
Love that.
Okay, guys, it's been so real. It's been so fun. Oh my God, this comes out on
is it your birthday?
No, I didn't mean that. I meant, does this come out? Is it the day before? Oh, it's the day before. Never mind.
Oh, guys, everybody tell Jaz happy birthday, even though
it was the last episode.
It was the last episode, but I didn't realize when these episodes were coming out.
It's not a big deal. Bye.
Bye.